What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Soon Network today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. Here we are on this, the 11th day of June, down about 11.5% at 22 cents on the dot, 7 hours and 50 minutes left in the day. This is a coin that I've been paying attention to essentially since this day here, essentially since May 30th. Been considering buying it myself. I haven't pulled the trigger, but I'll let you guys know if I do. I've been waiting to talk about it because I wanted to. I don't want to. I try to not talk about things whenever they're at a bad price to buy, especially new projects. Right? We want to get that good taste. We don't want a bad taste left in our mouth. Right? We want a good taste. You're at very, and I'm actually on KuCoin. I think, does this one have the most? Does it have the most data? The most? I think it does. I think it came out on like May 24th, May 23rd, something like that. So I think that this is like the historical data. I might actually use the Binance. Let's see, Binance perpetuals. Yeah, something like that. What I look for on coins that are like this, right? Soon, if you look at it here, Soon USD. It used to be, and it took me a little while to transition my thought into this, but it used to be you want to look for a coin, and still even today, this can still be very beneficial, but you want to look for a coin that's not available on a lot of exchanges. You want to get to it before it's on the exchanges because exchange listings tend to be very bullish, right? They can promote a lot of growth in price and stuff like that. If you don't have a Binance or Coinbase listing yet, but you buy into the token and then that's about to come, that can send the price dramatically higher, right? That kind of exposure is really good for price action, especially in the long term. In the short term, when you get listed on big exchanges, though, you dump a lot. And again, whenever I first found out about this was like relatively short term. Whenever it first got listed on exchanges, typically, in my experience, from what I've seen with Binance or Coinbase, top two exchanges listing any token, you expect to see a 65% drop or more before you start to move up, right? From wherever the high is that it got listed on to the low, we're at a 68% drop now. Okay, 63% of a drop was close enough. I was thinking about talking about it here. I kicked myself in the butt for not talking about it. It moved up, but the market seemed to be on pause. We weren't really moving up. I was thinking that Bitcoin would move down back here, right? So I was waiting, and Bitcoin actually moved up. It did move down a little bit, let's be fair, but it moved up a good bit of this time. Soon kept moving down. And there was a big announcement today. There's something like $5 million. Let's see, where are we at here, Grok? What happened today? Let's see. Where is it? $5 million strategic investment in that just happened today, actually, I think. I asked Grok, let's see, where is it here? I asked Grok this question: are they partnered and backed by any reputable sources? If we're looking at this here, let's see, conclusion, highly reputable figures and entities, including Anthony Yakovenko, the Solana founder, right? Lily Liu from the Solana Foundation, Jonathan King from Coinbase Ventures, Mustafa Al-Bassam from Celestia Labs. The people that are behind Wormhole are behind this, and they had a $5 million strategic investment from Jumpstart Crypto. Amber Group is in there, and then angel investors, blah blah blah, all this stuff. There's some big players involved with this that are investing in this thing and that have been investing in this thing. And circling back to my whole theory here, that having exposure on a bunch of exchanges is good, but typically when you get listed on exchanges, you sell off. If we're looking at this, Soon is available on basically every exchange in crypto that you could ask for. The only one that it's not available on is Coinbase, right? It's basically available everywhere, which is nice because likely if you're pumping now, you've got all this exposure. Anybody in the world, essentially, except for America, can buy you. You can still buy Soon, I'm pretty sure, on DEXs. If not, use a VPN, and then you'll be able to buy it. You'll be able to use whatever exchange you want. But I'm pretty sure you can buy it on like Phantom Wallet or Coinbase or any kind of DEX. Coinbase Wallet, not Coinbase itself. And again, the reason why I'm talking about it here is I think that we have found our low. And we'll get into that in a second, but I just want to explain what this is. Because I'm not entirely even sure what this is yet. I was looking through Grok here. I need to read the white paper. I've read a little bit, but I need to do more research myself. But I am considering buying this thing, so I am going to read the white paper. Let's see. Soon Network, accessibility via Soon Network, is a high-performance blockchain infrastructure project designed to enhance scalability and interoperability across various Layer 1 blockchains. It leverages decoupled Solana virtual machines, SVMs, to deliver a modular, efficient roll-up stack, primarily focused on enabling SVM roll-ups for Layer 2 solutions. Below is a comprehensive overview based on the most relevant. Okay, right. You've got all these different things. Core products: Soon Mainnet, Soon Stack, InterSoon, Simpfor.fun. I thought Simpfor.fun was actually, I think that's hilarious. That's a hilarious name. I love people in the crypto space. Simpfor.fun, you can literally follow the top traders. You can copy trade. It's an ease of access to copy trading. And this, if you look at these guys, right, 30-day P&L, $12,000, $10,000, $15,000, right? Their account values don't represent how much money they made. They've probably taken profits and left, you know what I mean? Or maybe they've opened up different accounts. But over the last 30 days, you can copy some of these traders and literally just connect your Soon, I'm pretty sure, to this network, copy trade, and then they'll make money for you if they're successful or if they're not successful. If you want to do that kind of stuff, it seems like an ease of access to that. Soon also allows for staking. Hold on now, and the staking APY, I'm sorry, is 118%. Now that's high. Don't get me wrong, but when I first looked at this thing, whenever I was first watching it back over here, it was something at like 280%. So it's dropped a lot in that amount of time, right? This value was at like less than $1 million whenever I first saw it. Now that it's over 5 million, it's dropped a lot. So the more people that stake, the less the APY will go down. But that's still some insanely high APY. To my knowledge, if you stake with this, you can unstake pretty seamlessly, but it takes about 7 days to unstake from what I've learned. So just be aware of that if you're looking to stake and unstake. That was another reason why I didn't talk about it, because if anybody started staking, if you started seeing the price go down, and you wanted to get the hell out, you'd have to wait 7 days. It's not good. Where if you're at the bottom now, you start staking, I don't know, you might have a better time. Also, on top of that all, we're looking at Soon here. The market cap is $32 million. We just had a ton of volume come in, okay, over the past 24 hours. $32 million in market cap. That's a very low market cap for something that has all these reputable people backing it up, And if we're looking at it here, on the 1 hour time frame, that was a lot of volume that came in, man, on this drop. A lot of volume came in on the drop, but even more volume came in here where you only moved 5%. This here, you moved 11.4%. You had a dramatically larger amount of volume. We're on the USDT, Binance Perpetuals, very high levels of volume. This is the largest exchange in crypto, so I trust these volume readings. High volume at the low, and you didn't go anywhere after that. And then more volume. There's a lot of volume coming in here at the lows, guys, at the all-time lows. I think that this video is going to age very well. We'll see. But I think that this thing's bottomed out. I think it has a lot of potential. This thing might be the next big enchilada on the plate, genuinely. If we're looking at the price right here, I would expect that we see some fantastic growth. We're going to see new all-time highs, man, probably by the end of this month. That's my expectation. And this is pretty standard, what I expect a lot of cryptos to do by the end of the month, 100% growth to 300% growth. That's what I expect. You never know if it could do more. I'm not betting the farm on this. I'm definitely not betting the farm on this, but this coin does have my interests a little bit, and there's different aspects about it. And I need to read the white paper. I need to go through all of that stuff, and just get the fundamental understandings as best as I can. If they have a white paper, actually, hold on. They don't even have a white paper, right? Let's see, hold on, right there. But it's also a new thing, so let's just see. Learn docs. Tokenomics. So yeah, I need to read all this stuff. I'm pretty sure I did read the tokenomics, but I need to refresh my mind because I've been reading a lot of stuff. Yeah, what is Soon? All this stuff, right? White paper. In my opinion, this whole thing is the white paper. All of this is, and maybe not all of it, right? Some of it's probably more for like developers and stuff like that, or coders, But I feel like white paper, if you want to read that, that's cool. Oh, and you can just click on that there and then read the white paper. That's right. I was going to read this. I remember actually clicking on this, and then I got distracted one day. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. It's taking a second to load. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, there's the white paper. And then of course there's some stuff, there's going to be stuff that you'll understand, guys, just because some stuff like this, for me, it's a little bit hard to grasp, like these concepts. Some people have an easy time grasping these concepts with these little graphs, and I think if you spend time, you can understand it. But you don't need to understand every single aspect. You don't need to understand every single word in the white paper, but just read it enough. Read it all the way through, even the parts that you don't understand. And maybe I'm just expressing my own ignorance here, but read everything. Get a picture of it. If you like the picture, even if you don't understand every single aspect of it, if you like it, then that's enough, in my opinion, to say go ahead and invest. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I'm definitely considering buying some. I'll let you guys know if I do buy some for sure. But right here at 22 cents, it's definitely looking like an appetizing price. I don't know what the potential of this thing is. I just like that it's at a low market cap. It's got some big people behind it, and or at least investing in it, supporting it, and wanting to see it grow. $32 million now. It's sold off more than 65% since it was listed on Binance for the futures right there. It's also sold off that same amount since it was listed on basically every other exchange, right? Bybit, KuCoin, whatever. So it's sold off. It's at a decent enough price. If it is to go lower, it probably won't go too much lower. And I think that alongside with like the staking, where is it? Alongside with staking, if you wanted to stake, between now and whenever it grows, you can make some serious dough on this thing, man. And again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but don't go throwing the farm at this thing. I'm not selling all my Onyx coins, all my cookie DAOs, all my Tron bulls, all my compounds and Bitcoin cashes and manas and everything else, that we hold. I'm not selling all of that so that I can buy this, right? It's not like the next big thing, but it could be. It could be a really big thing. And the fact that it's got such a low market cap gives it enough room to grow. You could take a little bit of money and turn it into a lot of money. A 100x is never promised. But to 100x this thing, you just need a $3 billion market cap, which in crypto is not that big of a deal, right? Like that's really not that hard to do. The fact that it has a main goal kind of with like layer twos and stuff like that, I think does hurt the potential a little bit because people are shifting away from layer twos and more focusing on layer ones. Ever since the Ethereum Foundation, or ever since they announced that they're going to be focusing more on that themselves. But I still think that layer twos are interesting, and especially something like this that has more than just the layer two interoperabilities, scaling, whatever. Beyond that, it's got some other products and potential things that are good. I really do think that this Simpfor.fun is pretty funny and cool. View more traders in Hyperliquid. I think, and I was asking Grok, I'm like, is this a direct competitor to Hyperliquid? They definitely have different goals, but I think this thing could compete with Hyperliquid. I actually really do think that this thing could compete with because Hyperliquid, what's great about that is it's a DEX that you can trade, very liquid DEX that you can trade. You can do perpetuals, futures, swaps, whatever. And follow other traders publicly. You can do the same thing here, right? But the difference between Hyperliquid and Soon is that Soon has $32 million in market cap. Hype, and the reason why I've never invested in Hype myself is it's already at $14.5 billion. Why would I invest in you, right? And I've been saying this since it was worth like $4 billion. Now it's worth $14 billion. Yes, I know it's gone up in that amount of time, but $4 billion to $14 billion, that's not what I'm here for in crypto. I'm here for a 100x or at least a 50x, man. Nothing less will do for me. Right? You can't get that with Hyperliquid. This thing is not going to 100x the cycle. It's not even going to, it won't even 10x. Hyperliquid's not even going to 10x between now and the rest of the cycle. Soon, which through Simpfor.fun has a lot of the same aspects as that. It's not a DEX in itself per se, but I feel like it could compete and even take away some of the developer attention and other things from Hyperliquid. And if it's at a lower price, lower market cap, that growth in itself will attract investors and degens over here. You can literally just track traders from Hyperliquid and trade on Simpfor.fun, and you can invest in Soon and stake Soon and all these different things that allow you to gain money and grow your funds, grow your wealth. I don't know. I'm just talking about it now because I think it's at a good price to buy. I don't know how high it's going to go, but if we take this high to low, which I don't think this is appropriate, but sure, let's just do this high to low. The minimum target, I guess, would be about a 4x from here, right? And that probably happens by the end of the month. I would think that by the end of July, we're at least worth like $2 and maybe even $3. If not, maybe as much as like something around $4 or more. It really, a market cap this low, you guys, you never know. You could see something crazy. You could see something that does like a 20, 30, 40x, maybe more than that. And it depends, right? The right narrative takes off while we've got all this euphoria and craze and hype going on. Maybe it performs on average with the rest of the markets, right? But I would at least expect it to perform and do well. And I'm bringing it to you now because, again, I think it's at a decent price to buy. That's just my opinion. I haven't bought yet. I'm considering buying. I think it will go down a little bit more looking at the 1 hour time frame here, right? You've wicked all the way up right here, wicked to prior areas of support, and you found resistance. Okay, no volume here, so you're not pushing higher. I bet you will probably come back down, get a double bottom, get a higher low, or get a slightly lower low, something like that, form some bullish divergence, and then that will be it. So probably we're at 22 cents now. If you want to wait for like 21 to 19 cents, it may or may not come, but I think, close enough is close enough. And I don't know, might be worth a play. Look into it yourself. Don't take my word for it. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.